Tanks are tanky, but you know what isn't tanky? People who pick the tank class without any idea what they are doing. So in this video, I will be giving a tank progression guide so that you can become as tanky as possible.
Before I continue, please like and subscribe.
So, we're starting with armor. For your first armor piece, you want to wear old dragon armor. You don't really have to use this armor piece, you just need to reach Catacombs level 2 as fast as possible. Just try to get something with as much HP and defense as possible. Once you reach Catacombs level 2, you want to wear heavy armor with a Mender helmet. This armor is so heavy that it even makes you slower. When you get your floor 2 completion, you want to switch to adaptive armor. But isn't adaptive armor bad? Yes it is, so you'll have to adapt to the F tier. Wait, this isn't even a tier list video. For your next armor set, you want to wear French fries. Like I said in the last video, they are the best armor piece to ever exist. Once you reach Catacombs level 12, you want to switch back to old dragon armor. But this time you want to dungeonize the set. When you get your floor 5 completion, you want to wear Shadow Assassin armor with a heavy chest plate. You also might want to use the Mender Crown to mend all the emotional damage from dying so much. When you get your floor 6 completion, you want to wear Necromancer Lord armor with a tier 12 perfect chest plate. It is your choice if you want to wear the Mender Crown or Reaper Mask. And finally, you've reached Catacombs level 24, where you'll be able to wear the best tank armor in the whole game. The subscribe button, just look at it with all its stats. Look, it even says 226 subscribers. That must be a good thing, right? When you get your floor 7 completion, you want to wear golden armor with either a Reaper Mask or Mender Crown. If you're still dying a lot, it's okay, that just means your skill issue. If you're still dying a lot, don't worry, we still have lots of stuff to cover that will help you survive. For your enchantments, you want Growth, Protection, Rejuvenate, Hot Potato, Fuming Potato Books, Hardened Mana, Recombobulator, Last Stand on one piece, and the rest you want Wisdom or Legion. You can use a Giant Reforge, but if you're broke just like me, you could use the Heavy Reforge found at the Anvil. For your first equipment, you want to use the Arachne equipments. Then you can move on to the Ender equipment. Then you want to move on to the Rift Necklace with as many time charms as possible. With the Shadow Assassin Cloak, Adaptive Belt, and Soul Weaver gloves. For your Power Stone, if you need more HP, use the Vitamin Death or Rock Candy. And if you want more damage, use Furball. And if you want more clout, use the subscribe. For your first weapons, you'll want to start with Aspect of the Dragon. For your next weapon, you want to use a Dragon Shortbow. Then you want to get the Livid Dagger once you have your floor 5 completion. You could also use a Shadow Fury instead of the Livid Dagger, but the Shadow Fury costs a lot more, but the Shadow Fury is a lot better. When you have your floor 5 completion, try to get Enderman level 5 so that you could use the Juju Shortbow. This bow is the best weapon for its price. When you get your floor 6 completion, you could use a Flower of Truth or a Bouquet of Lies. These weapons are good for giving flowers to your enemies, because the best weapon is kindness. These weapons are very good for clearing. You could also use a giant sword, which isn't really giant at all. It is literally the same size as a Livid Dagger. But the Shadow Fury is cheaper and a bit better. For your next weapon, you could use AOTS, more like Axe of the subscribe button. When you get your Master Mode for 7 completion, you could use a Dark Claymore, but the Dark Claymore isn't really needed, unless you're super rich and bought it for some reason, and you might as well just give it to me at that point. For your final weapon, get a Terminator. Just like its name, it is the best weapon for terminating your enemies, and now you are officially a machine gun. Let's talk about reforgers and enchantments. For the enchantments on the swords, you want to use this. I'm too lazy to do them one at a time, so this will have to do. And for the bows, you want to use this. The best ultimate enchantment is Soul Eater, by the way. But if you're super rich on your bow, you want to switch it to Fatal Temple or Duplex. For the reforgers on the bow, if you don't have enough crit chance, use Hasty. And for just damage, you want to use Spiritual. And for the swords, you want to use Fabled or Withered. Just try to get your strength and crit damage as close as possible. Now it's time for pets. You want to get the Blue Whale. And that's all. For effective HP pets, you want to use either the Blue Whale or Baby Yeti. Blue Whale is better for tanks. But if you're just starting out, it is probably better to get the Baby Yeti, because you'll only want to use the legendary Blue Whale for its last perk. And for damage pets, you want to use either an Ender Dragon pet or a Golden Dragon pet. But the Golden Dragon pet costs 10 bajillion coins. For pet items, you want to use Spooky Cupcake, Minos Relic, or Tiger Plushie, or the Hardened Scales if you're broke like me. You will not need to use a Shellmet because tanks do not take knockback. You can use Wand of Atonement or any of the wands before it for healing. You could also use a Zombie Thord Sword for good panic healing, and you can use the Estrella for super ultra good healing, and also for a lot of defense. You can use a Bonzo Mask or Spirit Mask to get an extra life. You could use a Gloom Lock Grimoire for good healing, but you also lose some damage. You could use a Gyrokinetic Wand or Ice Spray to freeze mobs into a spot. And you could use a Spear Pet so that you lose less score when you die. This pet is only used if you have skill issue. Wait, that's me. Game, why is it not allowing me to open it? Game, please, please. I'm so skill issued. You'll want to get a Wither Cloak and a Bonzo Staff for doing floor 7. And I've been making this video for a few billion years, so I think I should go take a rest. Oh wait, no.